Ben, it's the year 2050.
Oh God.
And here at the International Time Bank of Video Game Time, we're getting ready to go back.
I only have one question about the year 2050.
Go on.
Can I still find pancakes?
No.
Fuck! Why are we even fighting for the future if there's not a future of pancakes?
We were always coming back to Defiance. This is Defiance 2050. It's been billed as a remaster of Defiance, which came out, I think it was 2013.
Okay, based on the Sci-Fi Network television show.
Yes.
Let's see what trouble finds me
And
today.
You have a gist of the plot?
So this is the Yay area.
Oh.
You know, you got Marin, you got Sausalito here, San Francisco.
Yeah.
All the way down to this is Silicon Valley.
That's
here.
I guess global warming.
Yeah. Well, so there's some kind of terraforming catastrophe has caused some problems. There's an alien race that is migrated to the planet called the Votans. There's a bunch of hell bugs. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, that's basically, you know, stuff's bad, so it's kind of like futuristic, but also kind of Wild Westy, cowboyish type stuff in some ways.
Okay.
And all that boils down to you go on missions and shoot bugs, and you know, and stuff happens.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
There you go. We're gonna go to this Arkfall. It's like a public event.
Spawn that ATV.
I spawned that ATV.
You have an ATV button?
Yeah, I can. It's up on the D-pad, and an ATV button appears. This is the PC version. I guess the truly new thing here is that it's on Xbox One and PS4. The rest of this game is very, 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 very similar to the original Defiance. They've made some changes around the monetization stuff. Like, this is now a free-to-play game. They sold it in a box previously. They have reworked the class system. Grenades are now on a cooldown instead of you having a number of grenades.
Whoa.
You know, it's like just.
Hey, that's our Arkfall.
Oh, quality of life.
Yeah, stuff that like seems like relatively minor in the grand scheme that you initially kind of wonder, like, well, why didn't they just make these changes to original Defiance and
like relaunch it?
And relaunch it.
That's they are doing it in a way.
Yeah, but you could still go play original Defiance, which is weird.
Would stuff carry over? Like if I had a very high-level original Defiance character and a bunch of shit?
Characters don't carry over at all. Some of the cosmetics and expansions will. Like, one of the things they sold was like, hey, do you want more inventory space? Or more characters or loadout slots? Like, that's the sort of stuff that will come in to the game. But they've changed it. So, you know, previously, my understanding, and I played, I don't know, 18-ish hours of original Defiance when it was first released. So I didn't necessarily keep up with it, but my understanding is that they sold content packs, like DLC add-on, basically. Like, hey, yeah, here's some new quests. So that was how they chose to monetize then. This one seems like it'll be less. It's not necessarily going to go in that direction. That it's more like, hey, this is a free-to-play game. They're going to expand with content, and please buy a hat or a class. Like there are character classes that you can buy for money. But also, there are ways to grind some of that stuff out, too. So it seems like the biggest changes maybe they made are to the monetization of it. And maybe they just kind of needed to push a reset button on that stuff because they had kind of designed themselves into a corner with 5 years of decisions that are less valid in today's landscape or something like that. I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. I don't think Defiance is a bad game. It's all right. They've reworked a lot of the ability system stuff with that class system.
Like, tell me how it works if I've never seen Defiance.
Okay, it's a shooter. It's a loot shooter. You could liken it to something like a Destiny or a Borderlands. You get guns with different stats on them. It is solely focused on guns and launchers and sniper rifles and stuff like that. There's no like sword class.
Can any class use a gun? Or?
Yes. There's no weapon. The class stuff is specifically building a loadout. So I'm playing Assault right now, And you can choose from different abilities in each slot, but you'll eventually kind of get 3 abilities here. I have one that I just used that is a little RoboCop 2 nuke spray that refills my health and armor immediately.
Why does your HUD keep disappearing?
I was getting disrupted by an enemy, some kind of, shock thing.
Also, by the way, when you kept talking about hell bugs, I didn't think they were literally called hell bugs.
Oh no, they're literally called hell bugs. So as Assault, I've got that ability that refills my armor. I've got this one that makes me run faster.
Whoa.
And another one that'll stun nearby enemies, like that.
Okay.
There are basically, you can equip 3 abilities, and there are 2 abilities for each slot. So I could have chosen 3 different abilities if I wanted to, but those abilities seemed bad. We're on wave 4 of this arc fall, but this is also a major arc fall, so this will lead us to another one of these, and we'll do this for a while, and then at the end get a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
These kind of erupt. I don't know if it's on a set schedule or anything, but it's basically, here's a public event. Sure. And some of them are minor events, meaning it's just this, and then you cash out and you go on to the next thing. And some are major ones where this is just kind of one part of you doing this over and over again until you fight a much larger boss. And the kind of cool thing there is like, by the time you get to the end of the arc fall, everyone comes together to one big fight, and there's like, 40 or 50 players walking around. And it's like, a bunch of people came together to do this thing that's not especially difficult or dangerous.
Now, you don't know much about the source material, is that correct?
Yeah, I've never seen the TV show. But they were kind of issued in conjunction.
Okay.
It wasn't like the TV show existed and then the game came later. It was like the game launched and they were like, and then the game launched like I think maybe a week before the TV show started. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna have quests that roll out alongside each episode of the TV show.
Okay.
It was like kind of a neat idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask if this did any sort of like Matrix Online thing where it's, Morpheus is dead now as a plot point, kind of. But it seems like they were just doing it with the show.
Right. Yeah, and so I don't know how they handle that. So it's kind of the weird thing is that this game, in terms of available content, has been scaled back to the launch days of the original Defiance. It's not like it has all of the years of content and stuff in it. So you look at it and go like, oh, well, what's the roadmap for this? I bet I know what it is. They're gonna roll out this type of quest and this type of quest. And so there's like a lot of stuff missing from this game compared to old Defiance, which is a weird way to go.
Yeah. Nice roll.
Thank you. I've got a rolling.
Died in PUBG.
I've got a rolling reload that when I roll, it'll reload like 10% of my current magazine.
Okay.
That's a rare thing. Okay, pick up that. Okay, they're already on bonus wave 5 here, so this one's about to blow up too. And then we'll move on to the next one.
Pretty good at this, huh?
Does it have like clan stuff?
Yeah, I got randomly invited to a clan, and so I joined it.
All right.
I think I'm getting like 10% bonus XP or something for the clan. This game's, full of XP boosters and all the sorts of stuff that a free-to-play MMO is going to have. You can go buy crates full of mods and currency that you can use to get guns. Like this is not all cosmetic. This is you can pay your way out of the grind.
What happened to your car?
I jumped off it and then maybe it blew up. I don't know. You crash into enough bugs, it'll eventually blow up, or bad enough bugs.
What's the worst kind of bug?
A hellbug monarch.
I was gonna say mosquito.
Yeah, mosquitoes are pretty bad.
Get ready.
Because they're really small.
Yeah.
You see the mosquito eaters and you're like, man, those things are, I hate mosquitoes.
Those are terrifying.
It's like, no, I'm sorry, Frankenstein's monster is what you're thinking of, not Frankenstein. Totally different things. That guy's just driving his car. Also, this game is full of licensed automobiles. The TV show did a product placement deal with Dodge. And so the game has a bunch of like, here's a Dodge, but like modified to look like the apocalypse in it.
Yeah, it's
Dodge. Silly.
Dodge is the only company that made it through the apocalypse unscathed. Fine American automobiles.
Hell yeah.
Stand the test of time.
Drive a Dodge Charger, a car that was a big deal 5-ish years ago.
Still going.
Dodge? Yeah.
So hold your ground.
That dude, there he is.
I mean, he's just running bugs over.
Yeah. He's like, you guys are idiots getting out of your car.
Never get out of your trench. Those are the rules.
And never light a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's a big bug.
Yeah. You can have 2 weapons equipped at a time. You can mod the weapons. But there's like a currency you use to unlock the mod slots, and hey, you can buy more of that currency if you so choose. That currency is not especially difficult to get. That's a shield.
So really, like, are cosmetics maybe the only thing that are locked behind? You have to pay for this, or?
Yeah, though there are cosmetics you can get through quest lines and completing pursuits and such. So there are definitely some you can get that way as well. But also at the end of this, we're gonna get to a chest. Like there's a very much a loot box and paid key thing at the end of this thing.
Look at that guy's outfit. Behind you, you look like one of those Attack on Titan titans.
Let's go.
All right, so now we're driving to the final phase of this event
How do you know it's the final phase?
because I've played enough of this before. Because it's the last one on the map and it wasn't there before. So you kind of complete all the minors to trigger the major.
That's a big bug.
Yeah. I'll switch to my other gun here. Oh, I just equipped this last night.
That reminds me of the boss from Super Star Wars in the big, like, what's that big thing that R2-D2 and C-3PO get kidnapped by the Jawas in?
The Sarlacc pit?
Not the Sarlacc. It's like the boss, he's in lava, he's at the bottom of the big, like, hexagonal, or not hexagonal, trapezoidal thing that the Jawas drive. I don't know. So, people are gonna know what I'm talking about.
The scavenger, the scow, or whatever the thing, the big...
There's a big
monster
lava
at the bottom of their thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
He looks like that.
You know, if you hit stuff in the right area, you get crits.
So like real life.
Yeah.
If I wanted to crit you, where should I hit you?
Pretty much anywhere.
Oh, you have that debuff?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Out of ammo, so I need to look around and see if anyone has killed any smaller bugs that cause some ammo to spawn. Actually, I guess I just got my other gun here too.
Doesn't look particularly difficult.
Nope.
Nice.
Thank you.
Moving to kill 4. So what did that get you?
Those are the kind of the in-game achievement system will get you. There are some outfits and stuff you can get that way.
Maybe it was no. The
I think that guy's
Sarlacc
still
was
just
the
driving in
first.
circles.
Yeah. I think maybe at this point it would just go back underground.
Yeah. All right, I'm completely out of ammo now. Oh, because this is a fun feature of the game here. At launch here, it will occasionally just do this and stop, but the game is still kind of running, so you can come back from this freeze up dead, which is always cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's just really good. Is that a gorilla?
No,
I thought
I
that
think so.
The other guy was like Gorilla Grodd.
This is fun.
This is not your video player acting up, folks at home.
Yeah.
Shoot the Hellion's hideous maws. That's the only way to hurt it.
There's some ammo.
Shoot the Hellion's hideous maw.
Kill it before it
Oh, they got the thing out. Where is it? Is this a different type of bug than the one I'm thinking about? Oh boy.
That's some bullshit, Jeff.
Yeah, it sucks. This game just came out on Tuesday of this week. And like, okay, so here's the little bug. That guy drove the car onto the bug. Fun. That's the bug that comes out of this thing when you break one of its hideous maws, and then you shoot that thing, and when you get the health down on that all the way, that's when you win. Where's it at? It's over here. It's all. No, that's just a regular bug.
The symbiote is detached from the body. Kill it before it retreats.
So the shooting feels a little bit better in this one, which makes me wonder if they've like moved some calculations to client side that were maybe server side before. It's a fairly minor thing, but also it's led to, in some of these laggy moments, it's led to situations where before the enemy has even become aware of my presence and started moving, I've killed it before it has like been able to activate.
Big Tango spotted.
Throw a grenade over there, why not?
Yeah. You could always just get in your car and drive around in circles.
I have an ATV, which is a little less resilient. I mean, I guess I could equip a car. I think I might have a car. Alright. Shoot this some more. Alright, that's blowing up.
If you were faced with some sort of apocalyptic scenario and you can have any video game gun, which would you choose?
The Redeemer from Unreal.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, you want to be able to say, hey, don't mess with me, or I'll blow it all up. Again. You want that kind of... be able to threaten that, and then use soft power to get food and water and such.
Yeah, because you don't want to start a fight. That's just going to drain resources ultimately.
Yeah.
I would choose Samus's fully upgraded arm cannon. I'm kind of not. Whoa! Look at those shoes.
Oh yeah, that's a debuff. That's a you get hit by bug goo.
I thought she just had like really cool Uggs.
Yeah. In a way, they are really cool Uggs.
Every time I think something's really cool in this game, it turns out to be less cool.
Yeah. Oh, this thing's gonna blow up.
Is it gonna be cool?
Oh, maybe it's not gonna blow up. Maybe it's just gonna go away.
God damn it, Jeff.
All right, so if we had an arc key, we could open this chest and get an item out of
No way.
it. We could buy one with real money.
No way.
I'm not sure how to earn them.
You did so much work there.
So I'll get a bunch of stuff anyway. But that would be the like, hey, do you want an actual good item?
That sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that.
The game has co-op maps also, where you and another player go in and do a quest, and then the reward at the end of that is 3 of these, and you get to choose to open one using the arc key currency.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I had one. I don't know where I got one from, and then I used it, and I've yet to see another one. So I don't know what you do to get them. But in a little bit here, I think a scoreboard's going to pop up, and then we'll get a bunch of stuff that is probably not as good as what was in this chest, but is still going to be, you know, useful.
I like how you can hide in the chest.
Yeah. All right. Major Arcfall salvage crate. So that's going to be...
Hey, second place.
All right, so I got that was a gun mod. Salvage is used to upgrade your guns. You can kind of dump salvage into your weapons to level them up.
Okay.
And then at the end of that, you know, you get some abilities and stuff. We can go into the menus and look at that a little bit here. So it is a class-based system, but I can change class whenever I want. I've been rolling Assault, but those are the 5 classes in the game over here. So this is actually probably the part they've redesigned the most from the original game. Which just had every ability on this screen, and you could spend your points how you see fit, and then you chose like which 5 you wanted to equip at a given time. This one kind of builds a discrete tree for each of the classes.
This uses discrete tree?
Yeah, discrete tree.
It's slow, but it's worth it if you're trying not to cause a scene.
I guess I'll just put another point into regenerating reserve weapon ammo when I kill something. Anything that makes me have to worry about getting bullets less frequently seems like a good thing. All right, so that was that, and that's a public event that'll just kind of pop off. So there's, you know, there's other that same event or smaller versions of that. The stuff that we just did are here and here, and you know, there's another one down here, and some of the times they're a little different. There'll be like a ship you can go into and have to fight a bunch of really annoying guys.
Can you show me San Francisco? Or does that take too much time?
Let's do that.
Like
At the end,
travel?
we'll try and drive down there because I haven't been down there yet, and so it's higher level down there.
You should be awfully familiar with how to get there.
Yeah, but not on an ATV.
So what are the major quests like?
You want to do a major quest? All right, I was going to drive to a side quest.
Those work too.
But yeah, because it's closer, and then we'll go do a story quest, and then maybe we'll drive to San Francisco and see what's there. The game does have, it says it has like actual PvP, but every time I've queued up for it, no other players. It needs 16 players to work, and I've never had it a full game happen. There are also events like this where like I can go rescue these miners here every time I come up to the mine, and if other players come along, they can do stuff. I died. You have a self-revive that recharges on a timer.
Are those people or aliens?
These are punk rock, you know, scavengers.
Okay.
You know, Mohawk bad guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you would have in a horrible. Okay, this is not a great spot for me to be in.
On fire?
So we're just gonna extract. Try this one more time. So yeah, there's like little stuff like that that's happening where like, oh, these guys are being held at gunpoint. Can you save them? And like, yeah, you can, but you don't really get anything of value for doing it.
Jeff, the value is in doing a good deed for good deed's sake.
I mean, I'm with you, but this is a game where everything you do drops stuff that is of, you know, at least some use.
I'm detecting more hellbugs on their way.
I have some stuff that can be done, but unfortunately it's outside of the Earth Republic's authority.
Side quests all have generic VO like that, like, you need to do a thing, but I can't do it myself, so you gotta do it and I'll give you something. Hey, nice work, you're a real badass.
Great job, soldier.
You're a real badass for walking up to this thing and holding down the X button for 3 seconds.
Thank you.
So this one wants us to go to the ship graveyard.
Oh.
We've got multiple targets. Let's take them out.
Like boat ship or spaceship?
Boat ship, here we are.
Oh, I was expecting more graves, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there are punkers here.
Oh.
And they'll prevent me from collecting it, but sometimes you can just get away with it and get in and get a thing and leave without having to fight. Oh boy.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they need to fix that.
We need to gather some information.
Try any of the other classes?
Yeah, I'm like most of the way leveled up with a Guardian. It's, you know, it's different abilities. Like a Guardian can pop a portable shield down that you can shoot through. And stuff like that, but like the differences aren't. Well, shit. Getting careless here. All right, we'll fight. Oh, that's not gonna work right there.
Someone wants you to join their
Shit,
group.
man.
Grouping allows you to better monitor the status of group members.
I wouldn't say monitoring the status of my group members is the reason I'm grouping up.
Let's go.
Well,
I'd say it's to do more damage, primarily.
yeah.
And in fact, monitoring my team's status is a annoyance of grouping up. Nice.
See the way I took that sick jump back there?
Yeah, did you get some like bonus points?
Oh, I got hella air.
You get a little boost.
Yeah. Like for me personally, not like in the game.
Oh, you did a That was like a 40.
Yep.
Almost half of a 90.
Mm-hmm. Maybe someone cleared out this area while I was away, and now it's much easier. But usually how these work is like, you know, there'll be 3 things to scan in an area, and after each thing you scan, more enemies spawn.
Oh no.
And then you gotta get to the next thing, and it's just, like, the side quests are mind-numbing in a way that, like, kind of makes it okay for, like, a game that you're like, I need a game that I don't care about at all so that I can watch, let's say, wrestling on my other monitor.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say it.
Or listen to a podcast. Or anything like that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I understand having to devote all of your mental energy to watching wrestling.
Yeah, no, that's not something I want to do. So I want to split focus between 2 things that are okay. And
Which
Defiance and wrestling.
Defiance, the WWE of video games, says one Jeff Gerstmann.
Yeah, put that on the box.
But they don't have the box anymore, Jeff.
Well, they could put a box out that's like, unlock all the classes with this deluxe edition thing.
And also read this.
WWE of video games. You could do a lot worse than Defiance, says noted game reviewer. Handful of these side quests ends with you walking up to a mailbox and holding down the button again, like that. And then we got some more salvage and some XP and so on. And you can do that over and over again. I'd say we could do it over and over again, but I appear to have done all the side quests. Except for this one that's an instance and you need 4 people to do it, so. It's just how it goes sometimes. Here's our main quest, breaking into San Quentin. That sounds like it might actually be neat, so. Let's go do that. We're gonna warp to this area here, and it might be a good time to talk about some of the weapon stuff. So let's just go real quick here. Character, we'll look at this SMG I've been shooting. I've already ranked it all the way up by dumping salvage points into it. But there are also mod slots. You see, I've enhanced it to rank 10, which lets me enhance these bonuses. I've spent my bonus ranks to make it do more damage and, you know, have better range and stuff like that. I can unlock mod slots using whatever these balls, what these things are. You get another one of those. You can buy those for real money if you like, but I think I've got like 30 of them, so I don't know. So let's just unlock all the slots on this gun, just for kicks. Because the system that tells you which slots you have mods for and all the other stuff is kind of a hassle. We've got a stock here. We can reduce the recoil on this thing. Let's do it.
Now you're ready to rush B.
Yeah. Mid-caliber steady mag. More recoil recovery for an SMG seems good. Though this also is a gun I'm thinking about trading out soon, so maybe I'm wasting these mods, but hey, it'll be okay. You can equip ammo that makes it do better damage against shields or armor or health directly, you know, at the expense of damage to the other 2.
Right.
You know, which kind of might incentivize you to build a loadout around like, oh, well, I want to do shield damage with this gun and armor damage with this gun because I don't know who I'm gonna face.
Yep.
In practice, that hasn't mattered yet, really. You also equip a shield, which, oh, I've got a better shield. Let's equip that. You equip different grenades. This chemical grenade is okay. Quantum grenade. Penetrates shields. I like that.
That's cool.
And then different vehicles. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. You ever been to San Quentin?
No, I've driven very close to it.
Scary.
It's a prison. You ever taken the ferry and been able to see like their exercise yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was enough to make me think I would rather not go to prison.
Yeah, same. Given the choice, I would choose not prison.
Yeah. You know, I know it's like, you know, some tough guy talk to be like, ah, I just need 3 hots and a cot. And, you know, still get swole off bread and water, you know, like, but no, that, I think given the choice, I'd rather not go to jail. You gotta go, but...
Yeah, no, hey...
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, is
It's
what I'm
your
saying.
right as an American to go to jail. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you can't go to jail. It's just not for me.
Well, how do you know if you haven't tried it?
I don't know, I've worked in a cubicle before.
Alright, okay.
Shoutouts to Larkspur.
Yep.
I was born there.
Same.
End of story.
Yeah.
Nice. That should do a little bit of damage. Heard some good vibration on that controller.
Yeah, I like to hold the controller against the desk so I can, you know, hear it as well as feel it.
That's the sample we need.
Oh, bye!
Okay, bye, AI person. I leveled up. Alright. Let's see what this has to say. Partner up with Cooper at the prison to stop the raiders from selling the Arc Matrix. Well, we can't let them sell the Arc Matrix.
No, they'd get too much money and be able to afford better haircuts and clothes.
Yeah.
I found Basha. Turns out Cass already bled him for the info. Literally. Looks like you and me are becoming two peas in the same apocalypse.
Ooh.
Oh, also, I should say that they invented a fake set of curse words for this universe for the aliens to say, and it's all terrible.
Better, worse than FARC.
Worse. Their shit equivalent, if I remember correctly, is Shtako.
Oh.
So there's an achievement. The first achievement you get for completing the tutorial, I think, is Holy Shtako.
The Shtako hit the fan.
Yeah. Yeah, so they just insert it into...
I don't like turning a one-syllable word into two syllables. It throws off the rhythm. Holy Shtako has less impact than holy shit.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm into the idea of dumb, goofy, fake swearing, but their dumb, goofy, fake swearing sucks.
Ah, damn it! Get to cover!
So, like, who says that? What is that? They make that up for this?
For a bunch of raiders, these guys have some really fucking dope armor.
Yeah. Well, you know, people liked to LARP a lot in the Bay Area, so when the apocalypse came, they had a lot of armor to work with.
Yeah, and there's all those like tech assholes who are like really into the idea of an apocalypse and stock up on really weird shit.
Yep.
Get him off me!
Oh, guys up here. Okay. Oh, that's not gonna work out. No? Okay.
You all right? Good. Now let's move!
Okay.
He says after standing stationary
Yeah.
for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's moments like this that, I mean, well, whatever. Plenty of current video games probably still do this, but like this game really feels 5 years old in a lot of this stuff. In terms of just like MMO design and stuff. It's not bad, you know, for a loot shooter kind of deal. You could do worse. Okay.
Locked. Hold them off. I'll get the gate open.
Fun.
Jeff, something tells me you don't mean that.
Well, all's quiet, I guess. Oh wait, is this a friend coming? What's this? Oh wait. I have to protect him from a wave of bad guys.
Yeah, I get what you were saying about it feeling a little old.
Yeah, it feels like that maybe they had 4 ideas for how combat encounters and quests should look. And that's what they did. Yeah, they used the shit out of them. Especially when you factor in all the side quests and all that other stuff, it's a lot of the same stuff. It's a lot of walk up to a thing, be it a miner who needs to be helped up, or a machine that needs to be activated, or a data pad that needs to be collected. It's a lot of you walking up to a thing, holding down the use button, and then shooting the wave of enemies that spawns immediately after you do so.
What is the score for? Does that get you anything if you have like a good score?
Yeah, so you can kind of come into these areas with a group and you'll be scored individually, much like we were in that public event. And, you know, whoever does the best is gonna get slightly better loot, I guess.
Let's go! Don't stop shooting until the blood.
Jeff, I have no further questions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take it in.
We're gonna finish this quest, because I don't want to have to do it again later.
What if I told you you don't have to do it again later?
I would tell you that, like, I don't especially like Defiance. I think it is alright, but also it's likely that I will keep fucking around with it.
Okay.
For reasons I don't fully understand.
We all have those games.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just need one aspect of a game to be good enough, like the shooting or the movement or whatever, that it carries the rest of it.
Like, it's free, so, you know, at some point I would say, like, you know, hey, download it, check it out, you know, like...
Yeah.
I played the Xbox One version, and it seems on par, roughly, with this.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have, like, a giant bomb guild, like, check out the forums.
Yeah, I wonder, yeah. I got invited to a clan and just kind of joined it, and, you know, haven't really interacted with any of those people. I'm following
We gotta
you, man.
move!
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta catch my breath. Look, it's hard work telling people you gotta move.
Yeah.
Go, sprint!
This should be the last one. Doc's on the other side.
Is he being held by the Iranians?
Yeah. One of these fuckers. So this is where that stun ability I have actually really comes in handy. You know, I could try to get around these guys with the shields, but if you shoot them enough, they just buckle and then you just kill them.
It's like Destiny.
Yeah, so if I use my stun here, then I can just get behind him. And, these shields and armor recharge on these guys too, so it's actually a real pain in the ass for some of these enemies, because if you don't keep the pressure up on them, they eventually just recharge back to full armor, and you're basically starting the fight over, and it's a bummer.
That does suck. He's not interested.
Oops.
Oh, he got interested.
I stunned him, that's why he wasn't. Stun recharge? It did. Let's hit him again. Yep, reload. Okay, there we go.
Got him.
He dropped a gun.
When I die, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing on me, just in case there's someone who's trying to loot me.
That's smart. Die penniless. Spend it all.
Can't take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Arctech. Now give us what we want, or this ends badly.
We've displayed good faith by coming to you. Clearly, you have not defended this place properly and have put us in danger. The Matrix, then the script.
Fine.
Script is money.
Oh.
I think your dipshit boss character is trying to put together, the guy you work for is trying to put together all these parts to terraform the planet and save it or whatever.
Damn it. We're gonna lose it.
Oh shit. Where'd they go?
Oh shit, the cutscene froze.
All right, Jeff.
Find the Arc Matrix, it says.
Get the money first. And
Okay.
then the Arc Matrix.
Also, it kind of has like one song for when combat pops off. It
I was gonna
sucks.
say, this sounds familiar.
It really sucks. You can actually turn off the combat music. Because it tries to be interactive music, right? So it's like, it pops for 2 bars, and then you kill the 3 guys, and then it pops back out of it, and...
That's really strange.
Yeah, it's like, those
For
are
a
things that
game
were, that like, games in 2013 were still kind of doing.
Yeah. But even then, like,
Yeah.
you know, MMOs are a lot about grinding and doing kind of the same thing over and over again. And you figure, even like if you had 3 tracks, that's gonna reduce the sameness of it a lot.
Right.
You have a melee?
Yep.
Okay. I lied earlier when I said I had no further questions.
Okay.
But now I definitely have no further questions.
They're shooting my guy. I don't think you'll ever like lose a quest from a guy getting shot. I think it's more that like he'll go down and then
Like,
you'll have to
take a
get him
knee.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just over here now, huh? Okay.
I'm clear.
Now he's gonna be over here, and their enemy's over here. It's pretty wild stuff. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. This meter's almost full. Okay, he's good. What's he even doing?
He's miming.
Okay, I think he might be planting explosives on this box. Oh.
Cover me, I'm working on my routine. I got a busk. It's the only way to earn $1 here in the... Sorry, what is it called?
2050.
Oh no, the money.
Script.
Script.
Yep.
Got him.
You're on fire, dude. I'm on fire, dude.
Look, I know the mission's important, but practice a little self-care. Okay.
All right. You said we should go. It says escape from Sam. Okay. I guess I just need to get up here now. She shouted the name of the game.
Yeah, she did.
Shit. Set off a chain reaction. Get the hell out of here. I'll meet you at the gate.
Not a chain reaction. What were they keeping at this prison?
Prisoners.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was the end.
Sure seemed like it would be, huh? Do I gotta get over there? How do I? Just go out the way I came? That seems like it's telling me to escape. Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay. Tired of shooting. Just want to leave.
Keep your head down and your feet moving.
I wonder if I could spawn the ATV here. In fact, it seems like that's what they very much demanded that I do there.
That's cool. All right.
All right. I did it.
For a mission called Breaking into San Quentin, you sure did a lot of blowing up San Quentin.
Well, you know, that was after I broke in. All right, so we did that, and
You could use an extra pair of hands. If you're a fan of script, then meet Arissa and me at the Crater Bar.
I am a fan of script. All right, let's look very quickly here. At Defiance.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, so Defiance is a third-person shooter, MMO kind of thing. Based on a Sci-Fi Network TV show.
Okay. I know that bridge. That's not. Never mind. Was that Edna from The Incredibles all grown up?
Yeah. All right, you ready to look at this incredibly old video game?
These are
Yeah,
Get ready.
I hate going back into these because sometimes there's these design choices that are just archaic and.
Here's old Defiance. Here's the map for old Defiance.
You should go to San Quentin.
Yeah, it looks like there's a thing here. So yeah, there's just a ton of, there's way more stuff because, you know, this game has, you know, had seasons of content released for it. So you get over here, you're like, oh, Defiant Feud Durango Challenge and like all this other weird stuff that has come. Season 2, Episode 3. And so it just seems like there's just way more content in this game because it's been around for years. So of course, it's just kind of bizarre in a way that they have, which I guess of course you would do it that way. You would not launch with all this content on day one because then people would burn through it, or you at that point, why would you? This is bizarre. This whole situation is really weird.
Yeah. Did they make it seem like it was going to be a new game in the lead up?
They said it was a remaster. They didn't necessarily say, hey, it's a new game. But I guess I thought that maybe more work would be done to it.
Yeah.
And that at least it would be like new VO and new sound effects and all that other stuff. But it's like...
Maybe like a little graphical touch-up.
Yeah. Which, you know, I feel like the fog is a little closer in this version of the game. I could be wrong. Here's the Golden Gate Bridge. Sorry to show it to you in the old game.
Oh. I've had more nightmares about driving on the Golden Gate Bridge and it slowly sinking into the water than any other single thing. That's
Wow.
been, like, I would have recurring dreams about it from, in like my childhood and early teens, and still now occasionally as an adult. It was never like, oh, the bridge, there was an earthquake and the bridge fell. It was always just like, we would slowly go into the water and I'd wake up. Seeing it like this is, you know, fucking me up a little bit.
All right. Well,
Mostly because this game looks old as shit. Like, who would play this?
I know, when you can play a game like Defiance 2050, it looks brand new. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it just came out.
Yeah. So here's San Francisco, I guess.
Okay. You got the hills, right?
Yeah.
The Richmond.
Drop him!
Do this all day.
The enemy!
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't frozen yet.
Yeah, that's this version of the game doesn't do that. But you know, like a lot of the what are the like this is the menu for skills and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can kind of spend them in any direction you like, and then you just get slots to equip, you know, X number of passive abilities and X number of actives, or I guess maybe not, it might only be one active. In this one, I can turn invisible. So they don't have the classes of assault and combat medic and all that other stuff. It's more just free form.
I kind of like that better.
Yeah, I might like that better as well. But you can swap your class in the other game at will.
Okay.
So you're not like locked into it. So I could swap over and just start earning XP for one of the other classes at any given time.
That's
like
cool.
mid-quest if I wanted to. It doesn't, none of it matters. You can just kind of flip what you want when you want.
Defiance. None of it matters.
Yeah, it's out now. You know, it's on consoles, like I said, which, you know, that's maybe a little more interesting because there are probably fewer games like this there on Xbox One and PS4. But at the same time, yeah, like I said, it's okay. It's okay. It's Defiance.
That's a sci-fi ass gun sound.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben.